back to Lost in the Curve. Got part 2 of the video. I'm going to show you the chairs I made with the notch system. Not totally complete. Some are in primer, some are still in the raw wood. But I think you'll get an idea that yes, this can be done. Show you the old notch. So these were originally all one sheet of plywood, and as you can tell, this is waste that I used for the back. Not much to explain. You just cut it halfway up on one of these leg systems and halfway down on the other, and you can lock them together with glue, which I did. Actually, they don't even need a whole lot of glue or screws. And the seat was made from another piece of the same piece of plywood. And one of the things I did upon assembly is decided that it looked better with a little notch cut out of the leg on both sides. And the seat can just kind of slide in. And I'll show you on another one I don't have quite glued up and assembled. Another little challenge was attaching the back to the legs and her back support. What I ended up doing is, because what you end up with is, this is at a 45-degree angle, and all you have is a flat plane here. So it's not a whole lot, no room for glue, and you could actually put some screws through the back and hold it that way. What I decided to do was get some 4-inch strips of plywood, snug them up to the legs, and cut the ends at a 45-degree angle, since that's the same angle that these legs are at. So I got a piece a little longer than this, glued it up, did a dry fit, glued it up, and then once it was dry, I just cut off the extra. And same on this side. And on this one, you will have a little triangular piece in there, and I filled it with a little triangular piece of wood, and not necessary. Right now, it's just glue holding this together. But you could come back and put some screws in right here for extra support. But it's working out very well. Don't use it a whole lot for sitting. It's more for stacking stuff on. Let me show you one here. As you can tell, the designs you can come up with are basically unlimited. Whatever you can want to put on a piece of plywood. You can cut some more holes in here, or just make it slat, and do whatever you want. And this is just kind of a funky design I came up with. And seat, same piece of plywood. All this is one sheet of plywood. The notches, you'll see they're just about approximately 1 inch at the top and about 1 1/4 at the bottom here. And that's just for a little, like I said, a little extra support, and it just makes it look better. You'll notice this wave system, which I did to increase the seat height, which doesn't increase it a whole lot, but it's about 3/4 inch to maybe 1 inch, I can't remember exactly, taller. And so what you do, and this is still in the sheet form, you would just make another line, however much taller you want that seat, and do this curve thing, and it actually worked out for me, and does increase the seat height. So as you can tell, this was one sheet, this was the waist, and here are the old notches, one on the bottom, one on the top of the seat. Let's see if I can get this back together. I cut these notches out with a jigsaw. If you have a router, it make even easier work of it. You may want to, if you're going to work with the router, you might want to cut these straight, so you'll have one straight side that you can feed through the router. So as I did this with the jigsaw, you can tell I haven't thought all the way through. So if you have one straight edge, you can run it along the fence of your router and be in good shape. So just to prove my point, let me show you my other two. Again, the design is just free form, whatever you want to do. On this one, this is before I come up with the curve, I just did little squares. And this last one is probably the closest in keeping to the chair that I got this system from, which was Kit Nicholson's chair. And what he did on the back, of course he had a whole workshop helping him out, but he actually curved some ply, and I'm sure it was very thin ply that he had glued up, and he has a nice elegant curve on his, and which really helps out. And that's one thing I would do on these chairs, is make this seat angle go down a little further, make this backrest a little steeper, because right now you got it set up pretty darn straight, and it's not the most comfortable chair in the world for extended seating as it is. So I'd make this lean a little further back, make the seat tilt back a little more, and you're going to have a nice chair. But like a lot of woodworking, it's just trial and error. It was about a $35 piece of plywood, so it's never going to be a waste. You can always use these for something, even if it's just stacking things on or using them as a step stool. You're going to always get a use out of them. And there you have it. 4 chairs out of 1 piece of plywood. Let me know your thoughts. You may have some better ideas on how to design these things, and appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot.